I can't even buy my own juice when I want to. I guess I'm still penniless, even as a king.
Alright, I need the link to the stream. Let's grab it. Which is right here. Copy. Paste.
The real game starts now. I have become an icon and the world spins with my permission. What should I change first? This power is intoxicating.
Yelling out first. You beat all of them. Let's go post this.
Now, give it your all when you serve me. But let me remind you, the fate of your entire race rests on your shoulders. So, show me the best you can do.
Cool. Alright, let's put this up over here, put this right here, bring this over here. Alright. Okay, let's try to grab our daily stuff, get that taken care of. A lot to do. Trying to think, what's today's video now that I've done that one? So I've done the dupe video. That'll go out today. Today I need to record. What is it? Base building is today? Yeah, base building will be today. Alright. I can do it. I can do it. Come on, spark gold. Nope. Alright, so if we're gonna start duping anybody... You're stuck in Season 3, Normal 314. Against Fatal. Season 3, 314. I'm not actually that far, so I actually don't know what the fight is. Really? You can't brute force things in Season 3? Makes sense. I guess let's look at duping the PvP team as we pull. And whenever Fatal gets off, we'll move to somebody else. Alright. Nada. Alright, weeklies have reset, so we should have some stuff here to get. Nasty and Stropey on hard mode now. Very nice. So did that happen to... Did the reroll happen because of what I started talking about? Because after 50 minutes, the video is literally 58 minutes long, and I've explained everything about the duplication systems and where the mentality's from and where the issue comes from. So for a player now, all I can say is I've tried my best to explain, and this will be the first video in the Ultimate Beginner's Handbook of before you summon, watch this video. I can't do any better at this point. I don't really know what else to say or how to say it. So, you know, I've tried. I can't really do... I can't do anything else to help a new player on their duplication and stuff like that. Yes. Like, who go out and they start 6-starring Demiurge units right off the banner. I mean, last night was a painful one. The 6-star Demiurge, the 6-star Demiurge Dracon just absolutely hurt. Like, fuck. Like, that one's rough. Like, cool unit, but to do that on your reroll, that hurts. You know? And that's why I say I'm kind of at a loss for words going forward. Like, yeah, no, I get that. You know, and that's what I kind of said is, in the end, if you're spending money, sure, cool, but as a, you know, a day one player, this is far more expensive than you realize. And Aether's limited. Like, you're not gonna have a ton of this stuff. Like, you're given 12,000 because of the restart. You're not given 12,000 just for starting the game.
This is great! Let's keep on going like this! This is great! Let's keep on going like this!
That seems too expensive for me to grab the 10 hammers for that. I'm gonna skip that shop. So... correct. And it's trying to set expectations early on so that we can help pull things and trying to explain it. But actually, as I said in the video, I found where the I'll go ahead and spoil this. I found where the issue is. It's right here. None of y'all probably ever noticed this. This is one of the biggest offenders of where that shit shows up from. Right there. For those of you who can't read it because you're on too small of a screen, the Outerpedia tier list says, this tier list assumes 6-star transcends.
Now.
And they don't. They look at this and they go, oh, this is 6-star. In order for them to be S tier, I have to 6-star them. This doesn't tell you to do it in a 3-star manner. Like, it doesn't tell you what these units are at 3-star. And this is where they're getting kicked in the nuts, is they see this and they see 6-star, and now they go out and they gotta go, I gotta 6-star this unit. And that's not the case. And that's fucking up a lot of people, because they don't have a 3-star and a 6-star tier list. And it's honestly not going to be that much difference if you actually go look at some of their stuff. It's not that big of a difference. Yeah, some of them it will make a drastic difference. But you shouldn't be banking on this to assume how OP the unit is. And
Now.
I call them out on it. I say there needs to be another way for you to be able to tell how good a unit is without having that transcendence there. So an unfortunate product of war there. All right, how much currency do we actually need? 400 more gets me that done. Exactly. But it's on a normal summonable unit. Again, where they're all tell you your unit needs to be R6 functional dislike. Yes. I can think of other games that do that as well. You need to have this to be able to do XYZ. Not necessarily. Alright, Lolly's there. And Tamamino. Where is she? So, that video will go out today. After stream. I didn't have time to, I wasn't gonna render it before stream because that would have taken probably 30 minutes to render a video like that. So I just said screw it, we'll do the stream. If I get off 30 minutes earlier, I get off 30 minutes earlier or whatever. Alright, grab the shit chest that we're gonna turn into fodder, spend the currency here. Alright, cool, we bought everything that we need there. Go do her side story for actually, we don't need to do that side story. That's done. So that one's done. We got 300 extra coins. So I just need to go do 200 of this. So I'll do like 10. Yeah, being able to add a free skin in here is great. You're a sucker for lifeguards. Alright, cool. We bought that out. So those two shops are done. So the summer event, I no longer have to grind. We can probably head back to Reaper and the Gangster. Just to finish the shop off. I've already bought the frames. That's the weird thing. I already have the frames. Alright. Let's go ahead and sweep Arena. Like, there. End of Arena. I only got 200 Aether for completing Arena. And normally Arenas in most PvP games, that's the currency for the week. Like, Epic 7s, one of the major bumps of diamonds you would get, or whatever the currency was called in Epic 7, was the Arena. But that's it. That's 200. That's all I got. Now, sure, you can get more the higher you go up, but that's not a ton. That's not a ton. Yeah, sure, you get Aether out of this a day, but it's... You can't justify that. It's so hard to push past Diamond on a new account. I could see that. Because the people that did spend and still played, I mean, they're gonna be kind of cracked up there. So I can get that. Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, no, it's cracked up there. So, I mean, the amount of stuff you actually get to do and use down here is way different. Like, let's see here. For ranking info, reward info. Okay. So, in order to get a multi a week, you have to be number one ranked to get a multi a week of Aether. That needs to be changed. Like 250 to push. It's why I never push, honestly. You can see that I only hang out in gold. Like, gold 1, gold 2. I'm not gonna go get sweat to get up here to diamond other than to get the first rank rewards. Sure, I might do it. Yeah. But whatever. It needs to be reworked. For sure.
A frog? Count me in.
I must carry on.
I mean, it's something we could add into a feedback kind of thing.
Bow to me. Don't look away. As the world shrinks.
Like, I mean, we need to have some sort of true feedback loop that they can talk to and be helped with, and I don't know, you know. I already posted about the English VA.
A frog?
I probably need to be the one
I will
to.
not be bested by some rotten soul. Ancestors, lend me your
I probably need to be the one to actually do that.
Bow to me.
Because as somebody who actually has some of their agents in my phone, I can actually talk about this a little bit more. And I can also expose to people that it's not as expensive as they think it is. Yeah, it's money, but it's not a fucking fortune. But I also need to explain to it from... You also need to support... Just because you don't want it, you should support it for somebody else, because we're at the state of the game where you want that next person to get attached to the game. And just because you fucking don't like it, and don't like wanting to listen to the English language, doesn't mean somebody else wouldn't want to. And just because you think it's costing them money doesn't mean that they can't afford it, because depending on their budget, they actually can't afford it. It's not that expensive. It's expensive when you go to do a full game in one sweep. But to do a unit here once a month, once every other month, it's not that expensive to do when you do that. So I mean, it's the issue is I don't have that feedback channel, so I can't say shit. I can't see it. I can't access it. So no idea. I have the master role, I'm fairly sure, so I mean I've got the general role of yeah, I have master, so I have what most everybody else has. So I can't go in and actually explain it. I don't think I've ever been banned from it. I don't think I've ever said anything. I don't ever think I've actually really talked in the Discord that often.
Bow to me. Don't look away.
So Div Valida, I actually don't really know too much about her. I know Zeph simps the hell out of her, but that's about it. So I know she's the fastest game in the unit, but I don't think she's amazing, from what I understand. Alright, let me try. Ah, I had to turn show channels on. Alright, cool. Cool. That's what it was. So I can now see the channel, and I'll start putting my 2 cents into it. I will start putting my 2 cents into it.
Would you die for my ambitions?
I can see that.
I will not be bested by some rotten soul. Ancestors, lend me your strength!
Bow to me. Prepare yourself. The heart of winter is cold as ice.
Yeah, I will go in and I'll
everybody
post something
okay?
about
Good
this.
work out there.
I'll make a post about the English. I mean, that's kind of the only way you can do it. Any recommendations between Dracon, Delta, Valda, Beth for the premium banner? Dracon's probably one of the more usable ones out of those. If you already got Ava from the normal event, then you probably are pretty good. I would suggest if you're chasing one, I'd probably go Dracon over any of them. Oh, I'm short on stamina. That's what it is. Okay. That won't be hard to fix. Alright, next up in the level 100s to level, pop you up there. And pop you right there. Yeah, no problem. Bingo event's starting to really slow down. Bingo is starting to really slow down at 750 a day. Yeah, it's the new. Well, it's the new Demiurge that's coming out when the year and a half, the 2.5 year festival drops. She will be the Demiurge for that. Yep. Alright, let's go do our island.
time together is precious, so I'll wrap this up fast.
Yep. I've already said I'm not playing with any new units or summoning any other new units. That's not English voice acted.
I'm taking your life.
Like, I'll talk about him, I'll build him up.
Oh, I love this gun.
But that's as far as I go.
Check this out. Eliminating enemies. Black fire.
Oh, I love this gun.
I'm taking your life.
Die, sweetheart. Oh, I love this gun.
Alright, this should not have been autoed.
All right, now it's high stakes. All right, now it's high stakes. All right, let's test our luck. All right.
Alright, we
now
should be
it's
able to
high
come back
stakes.
and beat this.
Come on, let's play.
Send you
I
a
got
list
it
of
now.
my extra
We got it to where
fees
it's turned off.
after I get back.
And I think that's, and like I said, you need to make sure you pitch this as a, you pitch
All right,
this
everyone,
as
open shop.
a,
Hustle. Hit me.
I'll start. I'm taking your life.
how to put this, as a,
Die, sweetheart.
My curse is kill.
as a good for everybody
Shall we?
thing.
I'm taking your life.
Okay! Woohoo!
I can do it. Eliminating enemies. Black fire.
Hit me.
I'll start. I'm taking your life.
Hit me. Come on, let's play.
I might be in danger. I'm taking your life.
Why is Ava so fucking slow?
Totally wiped out.
And why does she,
Sweetheart.
do these two not have gear on?
Hit me.
I bet they don't have their gear
That's
on.
how it's done. I only play to win.
I bet that's what it is. I bet it's still on Noah and, what's her face?
Summons confirmed. I got your call.
Yep, that's what it was.
Summons
And that's why we need to get these other characters geared as fast as possible so I don't have to stop thinking about this. These guys were normally geared and never had to think about it.
You shred the gnar.
But this gear is sitting on, I don't even know who. Noah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that would have made a world of a difference. So, I need to get back to working on... to work on that. Yep, for real. See, now I know they're geared, so now I know that they'll do this just fine.
The waves are looking gnarly. Let's go.
Die, sweetheart. All right, let's test our luck. Look at this. Our guest thinks they're leaving.
It's called death, and it'll be your sanctuary, because nobody lives forever. Necromancers control death. Firing my shot.
Sick. It's the perfect wave. Epic. Hang in 10. Ready for some fun?
Come on, let's play.
Die, please. Eliminating enemies.
Well, time to head.
All right. And now I gotta wait, what, 2 hours for this thing to disappear? Nope, I can just do that. Cool. Well, it's also just remembering that I did it personally. You know, did I move it? Did I not move it? But now that I know that I'm moving it, it's easier to manage.
The prodigy has returned. Did you miss me? Commence annihilation protocol. Remove the intruder.
You don't even bother fighting that? Pack for $3 for $1 million.
Get out of my way, you
Pop-ups
troublemaker!
first time you use the currency. I don't feel like I'll ever use
Like
it.
a passing rain.
Really?
Shall we? Flower has bloomed. Luna, scatter to the wind. Like a farewell wave. Insolent wretch. On your knees. Shall we? Flower has bloomed. Luna, scatter to the wind. Like a farewell wave. Get out of my way, you troublemaker! Shall we? Now the petals fall. Cerulata, scatter to the wind. Like a farewell wave. With surging hatred. This is science, punk! This is proving to be quite useful. I'm finally happy. What happened? Make back my happy. Hi-ya! How ready? All right. Did you wait long? Let's head back.
All right. Yep, really. All right. Let's see. What else do we need to take care of? We need to do... Yeah, we can go ahead and start doing all of this. Ame's a great character. Okay. Let's see if we can finally clear this day with this one. I think this should be good enough. I don't think they're that terrible at this point.
Alright, let's test our luck. I send my guests off properly!
The underworld is my home, and my side is the Reapers. May death equalize all.
But it's an instant amount. Okay.
Necromancers control death.
Eliminating enemies.
I'll try to check it out soon.
Watch this trick! Epic! Hanging 10! Ready for some fun? Yeah! Oh, I love this gun!
I'm taking your life.
You can leave it to me. Activating safety mode. Your enemy.
You can only use 2,000 a month. But then who came in here and told me they spent 100,000 trying to roll one piece? Somebody told me that.
You guys trust me, right?
Which that doesn't make sense. You can spend 100,000. That's let's see here. 24
Firing my shot.
24 times 2,000. It's 48,000. So yeah, that's like 2 years off. I haven't actually beat 13 yet. I've only beat 12.
Incinerate.
The underworld is my home, and my side is the Reapers. May death equalize all.
But I can show you this team because this is the Chimera team. When we get out of it.
Time. Lend me your continuum.
Just let me beat this and I'll show you their stats because this would be the closest they can do. That pack gives you 100,000. Okay.
Take lead and get lost.
I will take their head.
Me! Eliminate.
You guys trust me, right? Look at this. Our guests think they're leaving.
Die, please.
Cue the fanfare. Me! Watch this trick, gnarly. Hanging 10. Coming through.
This lady's gonna empty your pocket.
Sick.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's an illusion. It's just how well do you have the stats built.
That's how it's done.
Alright, I'll show you. Check it out. So let me just skip ticket this real quick. Back to level me, please. Okay. So that team that I was using, I'll show you their stats. Okay, give me 1 second and I'll do that as well. Alright, stats, real quick, Chimera. So this is my Chimera team. So this is my Ava. Let it sit up there for a few seconds. Max skilled on the main skills. We don't have a charm on her yet. But that's the gear. This is my Eternal. You don't have to have her that fast. But that is... I just wanted her to be as fast as possible to keep the buffs up as much as possible and to cycle around for the dual attack as much as possible. So that is my Valentine. This is my Eternal. The big thing to note here is that exclusive equipment is pretty much mandatory for her to be able to do what Eternal needs to do as best as possible. But that's the stats. I was aiming for 200 effectiveness to start. I was just a little short. I'd like to have had 250, but I couldn't get where the speed and the effectiveness where I wanted it to keep her in front of Ava, but behind Eternal. I'll explain those in just a second, because they're all different. And then Air is... stats. You need to worry more about what this is than what this is over here. This is more important than what's over here. The set is critical, which is why we have the crit damage so high. The sword is just doing damage stats, and the necklace is penetration damage. But as far as the stuff, it's defense of all allies for 50 turns, has 100% to increase defense of all allies by 50% of this with burst skills, then has a 50% chance to resurrect and heal for 15% of max health when killed, so 50-50 if she dies and pops back up. And then we have Eternal, which is just a bleed weapon, nothing mandatory. But it's extra stat on her. And then Air is... Whoops. Air was... Oh yeah, we already did Air, so that'd be Valentine. Valentine is one that is nice to have, which is the 100% chance to inflict marked for 1 turn when attacking single targets. So that can be very helpful there. And then as far as Unforgiving God, it's their ultimate attack. Yes, so Demi Stella.
Lower your gaze when you speak to me.
I think it's a translation error. Probably the difference between what we're playing in, because it's Merciless God in English. So the exclusive equipment, Unforgiving. No, it is Unforgiving God. Which is what, the skill of it in the passive, I'm assuming. Where is it? It's been a minute since I looked at Stella. Requires my unique, activates petrified. It's not that. What? Okay, I'm... Alright, hold up. Let me read this. Using Unforgiving God increases action points by 20%. I know what the action points does, but I'm just trying to figure out where the text is for it. Yeah, no problem. My team is close build to yours for equipment, but lacks the star. Maybe I should make them at least 5-star first. Stars isn't that. It's when she gets max. Okay. It's this, but then it's the world is mine, not Unforgiving God. I think it's a text error. Like, something's not saying that it's there when it should be there. Like, it's not in here anywhere, and most of them actually say it. Unless is it the... Okay. No, it's not. It's based on the October 1st to October 23rd or 28th or something like that, wherever it falls. But you'd have to spend Aether at this point to get her 5-star. Because we're not 300, completely 300 behind. Yeah, no, that's tripping me up. But yeah, it's her AP. It's just going to give her more action points when she attacks. It appears in battle? No, because all skills normally tell you everything about their kit right away.
Can I help with something?
Like, it'll tell you what it's doing. It'll tell you,
Lower your gaze.
when you click it, it'll tell you what the skill is, if it's got anything extra in it. Normally they read it. So I think it's just there's text missing from that. Because, like, Stella, or Luna's got, you know, a key of, you know, the Polar Night, Winter Night. Like, it actually tells you the two skill parts. It tells you when using this. It says when using this, what you'll do. Like this festival, so I must say we might get one for Christmas and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because the idea is to catch people up more. Okay, so back to the grind, the daily grind part real quick. Let's get this finished up. Alright, the next person that I need to level up from from upgrade is who?
Can I?
Alright, so we have Diane. She's done.
You're Diane.
We have Ame done.
Yes?
We have Noah's done. I don't even need to look.
This
Kappa
is
is
not
done.
magic.
Alright. Veronica
So,
is
what can
done.
I do?
Laplace. Fake Senya is where? There she is.
Yes. How can I
She's
help?
done. Do y'all remember us calling her Fake Senya back in the original thing? Because she looks like Senya in her
How can I help?
character art. With that skin. Back in the good old days. Guess what, bad boys? There's gonna be a whole 58-minute video on that today. I will go into the most ridiculous level of detail on that. But no, you do not need to get Luna 5 stars. You need to save. You need 2 copies to get her 5-star. So you got her 4-star right now. She's 4-star now. That means you have to get 4-star plus and 5-star on her. So that's 300. That's 300. That's a lot. Let's see here. Laplace, Tamara.
Check, check.
She's done.
Tomorrow.
Karen is here.
If I'm needed,
She
I'm
needs
always
to be
available.
done. Yes, you have a 4-star. Okay, then yeah, you need 2 multis. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't chase 5-star. Like, actually actively spending Aether, passively pulling for her, that's a whole other thing. Like, doing your daily pulls on her, saving your pities up for her, sure, but actively dumping Aether, no, I wouldn't do it. Okay, so Karen needs the upgrade, so let me... let's see here. Okay, Karen needs to be upgraded in skills. Akari.
All right. I'll follow you anywhere.
She's done. Dracon should be done.
Lower your
No,
gaze.
she needs her 5.
Is here.
Okay, Dracon needs 5. Alright, so that's light. Diane's already good. Noah's good. Dibby, Stella, I don't need to look at. She's good. Scotty should be good.
Is it?
Yeah,
too
she's
much to
good.
ask?
Tio's good. Iota.
Yes.
Is good. Ray
Woohoo!
is
Did you offer
good.
me-
Gnosis Dahlia is good. Nella is good. Nella, where are you?
You call.
Nella's good. Luna needs hers. Okay. Alright, so there's blue. And Demi Luna is already done.
I have descended.
Okay, so we have 1 water, 2 water. Actually, I think I'm gonna book the one that's not even leveled up. Okay, so you, I'm just gonna book. So upgrade all, Book of Evolution, done.
I'm grateful for your help.
Alright. So that takes out all the resources there. Then we want to look at going to Luna because she's the PvP character. So we want to focus on getting hers. So water today. Don't simp on the 3-star burst too much. It's not as good as you think it is. So be very careful with giving advice like that. You do not need, as the video will tell y'all today, you do not need any one of these fucking units at 6 stars, 5 stars.
Yes?
You don't need any of that. Is Stella Demi good? Yeah, she's great. No, they're not. You're literally spreading false information. Like, actually stop. I've been enjoying it. It's been good. I'll give you an example, okay? To play the game, I literally just did a 58-minute video on it this morning. As soon as I jumped up, before I jumped on stream, I finished recording this because the biggest thing going out here is we've got people going out and based off of, like, this shit here, off of this tier list, people think you need to have units at 6 stars, and we're trying to absolutely murder this in its spot. It needs to stop. People need to stop fucking thinking about getting 6-star units. If you're not deep spending, you're not deep whaling, fuck that, throw it away. If it's a normal sunnable unit that you can get in your banners, great, cool. We can get you to pull and stuff like that. Now, when we look at these Demi units, yes, they have some really cool shit in their kits. Like, Ava's a great one. At 5-star, you're gonna get the ability to dual attack with 2 people. That's cool. But do you need it to actually play the game? No, you do not. You do not need the 4th star to actively play the game. Sure, it's 20% health to the team, which is huge. That's a bunch of HP. But do you need it to actually play the game? No, you can play her completely normal with the 3-star right there. And one thing that we really want to make sure we stress is that when it comes to building units, it comes down to the banner that they are on. Like, this is what you have to focus in on, okay? We have limited units. These are only run at a specific time. They do not show up in any other way. There is no other way to dupe this unit from the game. Once they leave, their banner is gone, you cannot dupe them. So while they're there, yes, that's the more time where you have to do it. You can only use the limited tickets and Aether to pull on these characters, so you have to be careful when spending. When you have units like Tamamo no Mei, you can pull this unit at any point in time from many different banners. Plus, there's everybody in here on the normal banner in this as well. So not only can you pull her, you can pull them. So that way, you don't have to dupe these types of units. The Gnosis, the Demiurge, normal banner units that are in here. Any of the units that are in this, you do not have to dupe right away. You do not have to chase. They are always here. Yes, this will cost Aether once you start spending on this banner. But these units are always here. They're always guaranteed. You have daily pulls. You have currencies. You do not have to rush these units to 6 stars, 5 stars, 4 stars. You don't have to rush them there. Yes, these units are primed to get cool tech as they rank up, but it's not as mandatory to play the game. They function just fine at the 3-star. The custom pickup banner is where you collect units. You don't have to dupe your units off of this. Going through and go through and collect units from here, but don't try to deep pull units just because you have a ton of things here. The best way I can explain it is, you know, we have these banners and they are available. They're here. You can do this stuff. I've got 700 tickets still sitting on my account. I've got 250 pity tickets just sitting here waiting to be used. You don't have to use these types of things. You don't have to have the, you don't have to sit here and actually spend Aether consistently on it. You've got all these other units you have a chance to get when you pull. Aether is not something you can get a bunch of. People are very blinded, especially on newer accounts. They think they get a lot of Aether because you have all the new player stuff, all the returning player stuff being pumped in. You had the 12,000 deposit given to you right away because you're a service transfer. You're during that time, so there's 12,000 Aether thrown into your account right away. This isn't something where you're going to be getting hundreds of thousands of Aether a week. You get 200 from PvP at gold. Like, you're not getting a ton of this stuff. And you have limited units. You have things that cannot be duped outside of that. So when there is the true god tier unit that really, really needs it, that can't always be pulled on, and you have a limited time to do it, that's where Aether has to be used. Not on stupid shit like coming in here just to 5-star a unit because you like big tits. Like, stop being stupid. Like, this is not where we go to do this. This isn't what you have to spend that currency on. This isn't gonna make or break you beating some stage in the game. It's a PvP whale bait place so that you can compete at a higher degree. But as far as playing the normal story, you're not gonna need any 6-star, any 5-star to beat the story. You won't need a 5-star to beat any of the actual hunts. You won't need a 5-star to beat anything. You don't need the 6-star to beat any of that. You just have to have the right gear, play the mechanics, and actually have the right units there, and you can beat it. You don't need that star. That doesn't mean you can't go get them leveled up, but you don't need to degenerately pull for these units to get them to 6-star. You don't have to focus it. You can just work it up. With the doppelganger system here in challenges, you guys don't have to go pulling that hard and heavy. It doesn't take long to get a unit 5-star that's in the normal recruitment banner from this. You don't even have to go 5. You can go 4, and you can get it a lot quicker. I think it's, what, 5 days, and you can get that? So, we have to stop telling people 5-star this, 4-star this, you need this, that's OP. It's subjective. Yes, it helps, and yes, it can be good, but most of your normal units don't need that. The demis, yes, they look cool, but that's mostly PvP tech. Sure, it can help damage when it goes to this or it goes to that, but 9 out of 10 times, that's not going to be that valuable in what you're doing when it comes down to boss killing in this game. It can help. 20% stats is cool, but do the math. 20% of 4,000 is only 800. It's a decent chunk, but it's not saying you're doubling your attack. It's not saying you're doubling your damage output. When it comes to raw stats, Luna has 100% extra damage. Cool. That's huge, but at the cost of 900 shards to do that. Be very careful. And this is what we're trying to explain when I drop this video today, is to hopefully help you guys understand dupes are not necessary in this game. To play, to have fun, to enjoy. It will not help improve how big their tits get. It won't do it. Just because you 6-star them does not mean they're going to grow in size. And if you're the opposite way and you like washboards, they're not going to go even flatter, okay? It doesn't help that. Go 6-star Luna. I have non-6-star Luna and no other premium units. Equals cooked, equals quit. I wouldn't necessarily say... I wouldn't say having that equals cooked. I would say it's going to be a lot harder to do stuff if you have burned all of your Aether into one unit early on, or even really right now as we're coming back. We need to be careful. Yes, they can start increasing the Aether inflow, but it's not something you're gonna get. You're not gonna get thousands a day. I can't tell you right now, like, okay, here's the difference. In Epic 7, I told you, guaranteed, you could get one new unit, brand new, every month if you played how I told you to play in the Ultimate Beginner's Handbook. I guaranteed that because I knew all the currency was there, the way you would grind, the way you would play, it was all there. I could guarantee you would get the 605 bookmarks required to pull the unit, whether it be through Secret Shop, whether it be through your crystals, diamonds, or whatever it was called. You are going to be guaranteed to get that one unit at one. You could get it once every month. I told you, every 90 days, if you played properly, did your Guild Wars, and played the game correctly and consistently, you could get a Mystic unit in 90 days, every 90 days, guaranteed. That was what I promised you, because I did the math on it. It was there. It was possible. You just had to play. Here, I cannot tell you. You can get a brand new unit on every schedule. You cannot get every demiurge on a schedule. That is not possible with the way the current currencies are in the game. It is super generous. It's super free to play. I'm not trying to scare you away from the game. I'm trying to tell you, you just have to play smart with the currencies. And 5-star, 4-star on any of the units that are always in the game is bait, unless it's on a custom recruit that you can farm consistently in the game for free. No spending of anything, just energy. People like what they want, and people like that can pilot their own account the way they want. And fine, that's great. They can brick their account, but when you're going to come to me and ask me for the advice, be ready to hear the hard truth. That's why you come here. That's why people want to be here. I will tell you straight, I'm not going to sit here and tell you to go do this. Because I can tell you, it is going to hurt the progression, but it won't kill your progression.
Give it your all when you serve me.
Especially once you get to a certain point, it's going to dry up a lot more. Be careful. I'm trying to warn you so that you don't go, fuck, here comes the most awesome epic unit ever, and I can't pull for it because I just pulled for some shit that is constantly in the game. Because I'll give you guys my thing is, if I was playing right now and this unit was up, this is a limited unit, this is a premium unit, this thing is not cheap to dupe. If this was up right now, would I go 6-star this unit? I might, because this is a great overall PvP unit. It can be used in PvE. And if I wanted to compete at the top end of it, because I would like to have some sort of competitiveness in this game, I would probably chase this unit to 6 stars if I had the currency to do it and guarantee other things. But if I don't, the only thing I want to do is guarantee the next step, because the extra crit damage is nice for starting. A little extra bulk in PvP is cool. But if I can't guarantee 4+ to 6-star, I will not chase that. No matter how cool 6-star sounds, I'm not going to chase that right away. I'm not going to chase the 5-star burst, because if I can't have the currency to guarantee her, get it, and be able to go all the way up without spending hundreds or thousands of dollars, I'm not chasing a unit like this, no matter how awesome this character is, if she was here on banner right now. Did Ember's buff come through? Yes, Ember's buff is here, and it's actually pretty good for PvP. What I meant to say is, if you are new and go 6-star Luna, if you get her or not sending all into her and not having to skip everything else means you gotta be pretty cooked. Okay, I kind of see what you're saying now. I kind of get where you're coming at. When I talked about this in the reroll guide, it was the idea of the reroll was to guarantee the unit. Spend until you get it. If you went all the way and you got it, cool. Save the account, roll again. Try to see if you can get it cheaper. Keep trying to get it till you get it cheaper. Maybe you roll one where you pull a multi. Maybe you do get 3-in-1 multi. Cool, you got a 4+ Luna right away. But I'm not trying to say spend absolutely everything to go get that, even though it's absolutely amazing. You know, on like Gnosis Dahlia. We go talk about Luna because this is the one that a lot of people want to go do. Because they sit here and they see that 100% damage down there and they're like, oh my god, that is epic. I want that. But they don't realize the Aether cost going down is there. Like, do the math for a second. Like, I know a lot of people don't like math, but do that. Do 2,250 times 20. That's 45,000 Aether to go to pity for one guarantee. Now, you're telling me in 20 multis, you're going to be getting that lucky to pull 1, 2, 3, 4 more dupes out of this in 20 multis? I went 19 multis and never saw Demi Stella. I went 19 multis the day when she was released. I went through the entire event. I saved up my currency until I got the last little bit, until it was like a day or two left. And then I went in, and I had to spend money to finish it off. Because they did not, at the time, they did not give you the ability to go to pity with the currency. It took you about halfway, so I had to spend, I think, another 10 to get it. But on 19, I got the bitch, and then 20, I spent the pity to get the 4-star, because I was roasting mad at that point. Because all my friends were getting it in, like, the, my friends got it within the first couple days they were getting Demi Stella. They got 2 or 3 in the event, and I'm sitting here with nothing at the very end, the content creator still not being able to use the unit on stream for over 2 weeks. Finally, I get it on the last multi when I started spending because the event was over. I was mad. I was cracked, and I even have a friend that won't come back to this because she had to spend on it, and that's terrible. I'd rather horizontal investment than vertical investment. I want more units that can actually farm stars than anything. I'll save my currency for units that actually matter. Exactly. 2,250 a pull is wild to spend as a free-to-play player, especially since all we know is the new Demi might be better. 10-star pull. What if I got Dracon, Luna, and Stella after wasting 10,000 Aether? Honestly, it's good, but people need to realize that Demi units are not the best units. It's not that they equal best. Demi-Urge unit does not equal best. Because it comes from this banner, does not mean it is going to be the best units in the game. That's something that people also need to realize. This does not equal best unit. These units can equal those limited premium units like that Gnosis Dahlia. They all sit in that category. These are just the non-limited versions, and there are limited versions of these units that only run at specific times. So just because they're here does not mean it will outperform a unit here in one of these banners here, depending on the content, because they are content dependent. Now, specifically, you've got Demi-Urge Dracon, a really cool knight. You've got Demi-Urge Luna, a great mage. You've got Demi-Urge Stella, a great striker. But does that mean you're gonna go use them for everything? No, because there's certain content they're not gonna beat. Their mechanics don't work. You cannot use them. But in the case of, I'll give you a great example, is striker to striker. If we go to challenges right now where you're at, and I want to go have you farm Chimera right now, who's the better DPS? Demi-Urge Stella, the holy grail of OP-ness from back in the day? The Demiurge unit that was going to wipe all content? Or Air, the 5-star striker with her surfboard? If you think Demiurge Stella is going to beat this content the same way Air will beat this content, you're mistaken. Air will shit on this where Demiurge Stella won't. Now, there is content where Demiurge Stella shines far greater in certain stages. But does that mean she is worse than Air? No. Does that mean she's better than Air? No. It just means that where they go, they're subjectively better depending on what you're doing, which is why team comps, which is why gaining all the extra units in the game, having those over hard focusing into into a few units is better. Yes, you have the Demiurges. Yes, you can get them cheaper. Yes, there is, you know, they're giving stuff away for free. Yes, you can go buy some of these units for like $30, $40. You can go buy one of them and have it right there. But they're not used for everything. And that's really where I feel new players look at this, that they go, ooh, shiny rare moonlight unit is the only way I can really describe it. But the Demiurge unit, this sounds better than the normal units here. They don't understand that the actual value between this banner and this banner are the same in a way. It depends on what you're doing. Yes, there are units in here that are actually worse than the Demi units. We're not going to say they're not. We're not going to say that there's not bad units in this banner. And I'm not going to say that every unit here is God tier, because there are definitely better and worse units in this banner. So, personally, when I'm trying to help somebody, it's get in and get out and save my currency for things that are rare to get. If I can always obtain it in the game, it does not prioritize me spending this. Because that is reserved for stuff like this. It's reserved for things that don't show up that often. And you may only see once, maybe twice a year. That's when I spend my Aether. If somebody comes through on something that I'm doing that is absolutely going to break the game, I want to be ready to make sure that I can fully invest into it if it truly is the best in slot for whatever it is. And having that advantage for competitiveness, I definitely want that accessible. But if it's not, I don't need to worry about it. Like I said, I have one of the best PvP characters in the game.
Lower your game.
And if she was on banner right now, I would want to go 6-star this unit as a want. But I could only guarantee her most likely to 4-star. I would be spending everything on a gamble to attempt to get her 6-star. And I wouldn't be able to do it. I would have to spend money to guarantee this. So, you know, early on, I can say I used Demi Stella to climb up, I think, to rank 9 or 10 in Chimera. Because it was all we had at the time. I used what we had. Now that we have the ability to summon 1,000 tickets, 100 multis, you can walk away with most every unit in the game. I would far rather build the actual team than try to force my way through with one of these jank teams, hoping that I can cheese through mechanics that I might not get through. So, I'm a full send-in to her. I'm not free to play. Yeah. That's the thing. We would love it, but we would have to spend for it. Free to play cannot afford to do that. Free to play can't really afford to chase the 2-star or the 4-star of her. If you get lucky, cool. but that's still gonna be 22,000 Aether for me to guarantee the unit, because it's not a guarantee. So we have to pick and choose as things come up. There may be something better. So that video will be coming out here as soon as I get off stream today. I'll export it out and I'll be sending it out, and hopefully it will help you all understand, and we can catch new players, because we need to stop talking about 5 stars. We need to stop talking about the 6 star. That tier list needs to be updated and rerun from a 3-star perspective, so that you can stop fucking people over by making them think they have to have the 6 star of the unit. Because some Joe Schmo is going to come in here, and they're going to look at this, and they're going to go, okay, I'm building a PvP team. I want, let's see, let's look at the S-rank DPSs. Okay, I don't even ignore this, and I go here, and I summon Demi Luna, and I jump into PvP, and all of a sudden I start hitting everybody who's got a 6 star, and they're shitting on her because of all the extra stuff. Did that really help? No. If we don't have all the tech on Demi Stella, Gnosis Dahlia, if we don't have those on these limited units, don't understand what that is, can this unit still beat it? If it's geared right, if you got the right team, you jump over to supports. Okay, supports, what do? You see this and you go, okay, there's 2 limited supports and there's 2 non-limited supports. What is the tech here? What's this? Can this unit still perform really well? At 3 stars? You don't know, because they rate this stupid shit on this. What if one of these units down here actually ends up performing better at 3 stars than one of these units? You wouldn't know, because they didn't rate it that way. They didn't show you that at base, that some of these units, where most of the fucking community sits, it might be better than one of these units at base. Or that if you happen to 5-star one of these against a 3-star version of that, might end up being better. Same over here with Sustain. Same thing. What if one of these ends up being better than this? And this is where you, the player, have to come in and look at this and go, if all these are rated for 6 stars, how many of these can you realistically deal with? Out of all of these, the S ranks you can guarantee is Hilda and Nella. That's easy. Cool, great, done. We can get a hold of those easy. Anybody who started at the 1st of October will have this unit at 5 stars. If not, you might have her 5-star plus. You might have her 4-star if you start late. But, always hated this site. They didn't go into detail at all. And that's one thing that's gimping people of why I don't like tier lists, especially when it's subjective shit like this. Yeah, that's kind of really what they did. And they left it here that this is assuming 6-star. This isn't realistic for the game. This isn't healthy for the game. Fix this shit. Go in and look at this and do the math from new accounts, but that's the issue. This is going to be really hard for the curators of this account or this website to do this, because they've probably spent the money and had the whales give them the accounts to look at this and test this. If they really rated this off of fact and not just opinion, this is a lot harder to curate and fix now. I agree with you. Almost all gacha games full max star is pay-to-win players. For free-to-play Dolphin players, just get pure good luck. Yeah, that's where it comes down to. You know, for me, my 6 stars aren't from, like, excessive pulling. This Stella is not from pulling. I spent my sweet-ass time in the event story before it was Doppelganger, farming this up every single day. I was going in and making sure I kept working on Stella. Air, I did the hard, long way. I did not pull for dupes of her. I went in and I did her side story, and I was doing that every single day until I farmed all of them up to do this. Why? Because I liked it. That's what it came down to. Chaco waifu for the win. And I wanted to have my main hunt unit, at the time, as high as I could. So I spent all the weeks grinding it out in the event story every day, going in, making sure I did that. Then we jump over to, like, Ava. This is free for me. I haven't spent a dime on this character. They're literally gonna give me the 5-star version of this for free. When it comes to Luna, I got a random-ass multi. I said, screw it one day, and I threw a 10 pull in there, and I got 2 Lunas. You can go look at it. It's on the Discord somewhere. Then you have, as I said, I told you the story on Stella. Like, the last pull before Pity, or was that, or the pull before? It was one of the two. It was right there at the end. So it was either 18, 19, I got Stella. Finally. And I finished off the last one to get the Pity, and I 4-starred her. Other than that, this was an absolute bitch to get. I was the one who actually suffered out of the whole friend group, trying to get that. When it comes to normal units, if I've got them starred up, it's from dupes, it's from events, it's me starting to grind them out, or it's from Doppelganger. It's not for me pulling on banners. All my 4-star, all my 2-stars and 1-stars are 6-star just from the pulls over the time I've played. It's not because I went and focused them. Or it's also from doing the Doppelganger and pushing their shards up through that as I was farming the shards for something else. But if they are here and they have dupes in them, it's not because I deeply chased them. It's because I was working on building them up. People don't remember the grind from Side Story. Yeah, and that's, some people aren't gonna go understand that old way because that was how it was. Originally, Side Story, when you came here to event, originally this had the ability to this is where you would come grind your experience at the end. You would grind all the way through, so if we go to somebody I've done, like Air, you would come down here, and the stage here had the dupes that you would farm a day, and you'd skip ticket this every day. And you used to get player experience for it and stuff, which now they took away, because it's now in the other thing. But you can get multiple, it's a better system in the end. But what I'm saying is this was the old grind. That's how I got some of my 6-stars. I did not go pull 6 Stellas off that banner. I did not go pull 5 Airs off her original banner. I did not dupe them. And most people shouldn't do that. They should come in, if you really want Tamamo no Mei, if you really want this unit, you pull 1 copy of her, and you get the frick out. But you shouldn't even be pulling on this banner for any rerun unit that is currently in the game. You should never pull this unit, because you should come right here, pop her in one of these slots, and try to get somebody else. If you're at where I am at, Fatal is the only unit on my account right now that I do not actually have. I have everybody else on the account that are non-limited units that aren't Gnosis or Demiurge, that are normal summonables. She's the only one. So now Luna and Nella are my dupes as I chase her. But I don't even want to pull on this banner outside of the daily pull, because I would rather there be somebody else in here to chase. I'm gonna wait for Fran to show up in this banner before I start pulling on it again. This way I've got a 2 out of 3 chance that I'm gonna get one of the new units. Then I might go back. If I get Fran and if I get Fatal and I'm trying to get Fran, then I might keep going and start duping characters. Eventually this will just be dupes for me. You think you got Fatal from story? That makes sense. So it's not me trying to be like standoffish. It's not me trying to be hypercritical of people that are pulling this. I'm trying to help people with this. And it's really grinding my gears when somebody comes in and says, oh, well, you need this or you need that. You want to get him 5-star. You want to get him this. Want and need are 2 totally different things. And you will learn, people will learn that in life. Wanting something and needing something are two totally different things. Outerplane, and the thing everybody needs to make sure we get out there for new players, Outerplane can be played completely, 100%. Do everything they need at 3 stars. Everything else is just bonuses. It's cool things we get to do as we progress. But it's not the chase. It's not like I said in the video where we talk about there are some gachas where you absolutely have to do that. You have to get that thing maxed to use it. It's not that here. This is one of the best free-to-play games you can get because of that. You get the unit and you can do most everything with it. All right. What else do we have to do? You can't really look at quirk mats. I'm sorry. That's... Transcending a character for quirk mats is like saying I'm going to McDonald's to get the Happy Meal toy. The fuck? Like, yeah, I can go get the Happy Meal toy, but I'm going there to eat, okay? It's a byproduct of eating. Although I would never recommend eating McDonald's, it's fucking garbage. But you get what I'm saying. It's going there, and I'm gonna order the Happy Meal. It's gonna come with the toy, but I'm not going there for the toy. I'm going there to eat. Going to farm quirk mats is not from there. If you're farming quirk mats, you're not transcending characters. You're doing your island for quirk mats. That has nothing. Yeah, it's a help, it's a boost, it's a cool bonus, but that's not why you transcend. It's gonna be so little in the grand scheme of leveling up, you won't get it that much from there. Take a breather, brother. You deserve it after that long-winded rant. And the thing is, I just did it on a video before I jumped on stream. A little less aggressive, because it is a video. But here, I gotta be a little more stern with you guys. But if you're gonna be getting quirk mats, this is where you're coming for it. Not transcending a unit. Okay, we got our dailies done. Battle pass, missions, receive all. Let's go do the shard. I need 250 to summon her. I don't want to blow it on that. Alright, so who do we want to take up now that I would need for content that would help with my progression in something? I might actually use it on one of these. Let's see. Nella's is ally health and weakness chain. Okay. Luna is ally resistance, and I already have Stella's 6-star. So if I was to put it into Nella, that would give me a little extra HP. That would help out. It would help her. Well, it won't help her out. Is there anybody in hunts that I need outside the PvP team to actually get their 4-star?
This is now my territory.
I don't think you need yours. No, ally evasion, don't need that.
Yes? You called for me?
Ame gives you critical chance. I don't really, I mean, kind of need that, but I don't need that. I don't really want to spend it on Ame. Noah's already leveled up, and nothing's gonna happen here.
Is there something you needed the prodigy for?
Burst 3 is resets Nose or Kaiser X cooldown. We don't use that, so we don't need it. I probably need to start working on, like, Karen and Laplace a little bit more. Team defense, chain passive, not really. So far, Nella's looking like the best one out of what I'm working on currently. Because it's the PvP unit. So, we'll spend it on Gnosis. Let's go grab the... Yeah, we'll do Nella. Nella will be the shards. We'll do that. Nella. 150 shards for her. Let's go get her starred up.
You called?
Transcend. So here we go. Here's a great example of how much Transcendence mats, or how many you get doing this. $25 and $5. That is not worth farming as a Transcendence leveling up. To chase that you're gonna get far more doing expeditions in a day than you will doing this. It's a nice bonus. Like I said, that's the Happy Meal toy while going to eat. All right. Let's see here. Premium, limited, seasonal are not game-changing. They are nice to have. Using just standard characters to get shards is farmable via doppelganger. You can complete everything. 4-star only unlock, small team wide, 1 bonus, additional chain damage, nothing amazing. Some burst 3 unlocked are at 5-star are useful though. Yes, I agree. But I think where the value of this comes in is to say nice to have or game changing on those units. Premium, limited, and seasonal units. There are some very disgusting units in there. They are the niche thing, but are they gonna be what's gonna actually be farming your gear? No. Is it gonna be what's gonna be beating some content? Yes. There are some where they beat certain content, but for the most part, most everything in the game was designed around normal units. Yes. PvP is obviously where this stuff shines, and knowing your teams and knowing how they work is where they become more necessity. When everybody is using X, Y counter is usually better. So that becomes the rock, paper, scissors thing. Chasing after some 5-star bursts, you do not need a burst 3 though, on anything to beat in content. Is it helpful? Absolutely, 100%. Don't knock the chain damage thing, because that can be the difference, and I've had it happen where I'm 1 short and I gotta take an extra turn. But it adds up when boss killing. So getting into the break faster is valuable, but is it something worth chasing in shards, especially on some of these units? No. But does it help? Yes. The team-wide stats actually can be nice, depending on who it is and where it's going. Is it what you should tune your team around? No. Not. I would never tune it around like crit chance. I would tune speed around it. Absolutely. If a unit that gives speed, I would 100% have to double check my shit if I'm doing that. So when you do have units like Meanie who have team speed, yes, you better fucking believe I am speed tuning my shit to have this. You know, because if I have a unit that is being, you know, everybody's going to move up 10, but I will keep this into an account when I'm going, okay, how fast am I? Is there a certain order I want to go in? I will make my team around knowing that I'm gaining 5 extra speed, because maybe it is the difference in me going, okay, so I'm going to gain 10 speed here total. Maybe I can back 10 speed off this thing and go get the crit chance to give them 100% crit now. Maybe I'll go give them a little extra crit damage because I know they're going to be there. So knowing where some of this shit sits, yeah, no, it's a little bit and it's penance, but it does maybe change sometimes how I approach this. But crit chance, health, defense, resistance, accuracy, none of that shit's ever going to change. The only one that I might actually change and tune for is a speed unit, if I was like really being anal about doing that. But that's probably the only stat I would ever actually kind of think about going, maybe I'll tweak a stat because of this. Especially if it's going to be a long-term defense team or anything like that. And sure, you could always go with the more is better thing. Screw it, I'm getting 10 extra speed, let's rock and roll. But if you are slightly short on crit chance and you're like, maybe I want to not be 50-50 crit, because either it goes or it doesn't, I probably would guarantee my crit over 10 fucking speed, or whatever speed roll was on the gear originally to guarantee the crit. I gotta be real though, the word choicing of game changing, this game was designed with clearing with 3 stars in mind. The game doesn't say or tell you that you need maxed or high star characters to clear. Correct. Will they eventually add content like that? Maybe, depending on the choice of the game. But typically, gacha games go in a cycle of, they make the game easier. Why? Because it's the time investment into it. A gacha game is normally not designed to sit on it like we do on stream, where we sit here and we play for hours, we do stuff, we grind on it, we actually play this like I was playing Battlefield last night. These games are designed to be a much faster pace. I'm taking a shit, let me go do something real quick. I've got a 15-minute car ride, let me do something real quick. I'm waiting for my, girlfriend to get out of the shower, let me do something real quick. I want to play something for a few minutes before I go to bed. I've got a 30-minute lunch break, let me play something real quick. That's what these were designed around. If you actually look at the Asian lifestyles, they play a lot different than somebody here in America would. Their times are more
that descended upon this land so long ago
constructed on what they do. They're very, I'm not saying that not everybody's not hardworking, but they're very hardworking. They do focus on their jobs a lot. So things become, how fast can I pay for it to get it there? They don't mind the pay to win thing. It's culturally acceptable there to do pay to win stuff. It's culturally acceptable to eat alone. There are people here in the US that have social social anxiety of eating alone. People were like, I don't want to go eat out. Where that's normal over there. You eat alone. So for them, shorter, faster paced stuff like this is a completely different mentality. So having super hard, challenging content is cool. There has to be a little bit of it, but it's not like they're going to go completely full game mechanic design something around that, because it's meant to be faster paced play, which is why we have the skip tickets, which is why we have stuff like that, because they don't want you to be able to skip Epic 7, we didn't have the ability for the longest time to go into that and farm hunts on skip tickets, to literally just skip and instantly done with it. We didn't have that. It wasn't there. You know how much energy I could have blown through if I'd have had skip tickets? Here, you can blow through an astronomical amount of energy because of skipping. Exactly. So when you take that aspect, you're not going to design the full systems around that. And it's okay that we don't have content that requires that. The content that honestly requires it at this point is Arena for the top end challenging. But for you to just surf and kind of peck at it, you'll never need that level of resource investment. Alright, so let's get back on the grind for a few minutes. What do we need to do? I need... Let's go skip. Let's see. Who was it we were working on? Challenges. I think it was weapons. You're caught up. You're caught up. Ah, it's you. Okay. Can I not beat this at stage 10? Surely to shit. I don't know. Okay, so here is the team. It's this. Where's wannabe Senya at? There's her. Her. That, I believe, is the team for it. Like, that would be the best I can do, because I don't have the summer unit. Let me go look at these characters. Alright, so Laplace, let me go look at your build.
Yes? How can I help you?
Attacks an enemy and grants the caster increased effectiveness for 2 turns. Okay. Damage dealt increased proportional to the number of debuffs on the target. If the attack kills the enemy, the caster gains an extra turn. Okay, so we would need to get to cooldown on that. Attacks enemy has an 80% chance to reduce the target's attack for 2 turns. Has a 80% chance to grant barrier to all allies. Barrier strength is increased proportional to the caster's attack, so you have to build her like a damage dealing unit, but she's a debuffer. So do we need crit chance is going to be the thing here. Attacks an enemy with attacks an enemy and has a 50% chance to reduce the target's speed for 1 turn. You need barrier. Luna skill 2 can give you barrier. I have Veronica far better built than Luna. I'll use Luna's gear, but Veronica's better built. Okay, so there's a little bit of issue here. Is the stats on her? We don't have really books to go digging too deep into this. We're very low on blue books right now. Okay, and then Karen. Let's go look at her.
If I need it,
I don't think I need it. I don't think I need him leveled up to do 10 to get into just 6-star, but I know I would probably need it to beat 11 and 12. Alright, so attacks the enemies. The skill increases damage proportional to the defense instead of attack. So she's a defense unit. We might be able to build this because we haven't really used the stuff here. After attacking, increased priority, the caster deals 1 buff. Again, defense instead of attack. Attacks 2 enemies. When defeated, recover health of the caster by 20%. Okay, so this is more plausible to be... I could probably actually build this. Realistically. And then... she's built, or built enough, I should say.
So, what can I do you for?
The turn effect would be nice. Barrier strength, I never got around to getting. And the effect chance, I'm not really worried about on her. So... let's try building, Karen, because she's gonna be the easier one to do of these.
If I'm needed, I'm always available.
I only have 1 sledgehammer. Okay. Do we have... no, we don't have any other defense outside this twin. B is the only one we've got defense on. Alright, so let's go take a look at... defense percent swords. Crit damage, defense speed, defense. All right, let's see how this cooks up a little bit. Okay. Not a terrible start. Not a great follow-up. Okay. 1 more for science and crit chance? Nope. Flat health.
If I'm needed,
all right.
I'm always available.
So we have crit chance, crit damage, evasion, and flat defense. Let's see how this goes. And we hit the one stat I didn't really want to hit.
If I'm needed, I'm always
okay,
available.
so let's see. Defense. So we ended up with better crit chance, slightly worse crit damage. The evasion's a dead stat here. It's actually more on that, and we have flat defense over that. run this one for now, and we'll see what we need off of this. Death's Hold or... I don't have any other Death's Holds that are worth leveling up, that is. I'll come back to the next since we don't have one of those. So, the set that I actually was wanting to put her on was, if I have it, is Deaf and Immunity, but I don't think I have the gear for that. Not really what we want. Okay, so we're not really doing too hot on sets here. Because she wasn't something I really have ever farmed for, but this is what I was looking at doing. Like, let's check it out and see what happens. If it rolls crit damage, we're kind of in good place. Goat. Alrighty then. Ask and you shall receive. Okay. Alright, so now I need to find a immunity piece. That's not that. To try. Am I really that limited on options? Well, shit. Okay, I guess we will, for the moment, apply that, but I'm gonna go look and see if we can go rip a couple. Arena Shop's gear is garbage normally. I avoid it. I avoid it like the plague. There it is. I'm like, where's my base? Ah, it's calamari. Hold on, let me go see if I can actually grind up some calamari real quick. Challenges. Yeah, League Shop is always terrible. Like, it's not how you would actually want gear stats to roll. It's got good stats on it, but not how you want it to roll. Calamari. We've got stage 11, so I could sweep this, actually. I will do a run of 10, and then we'll see what we get. Alright, we got a couple extra pieces. So... like that one is actually probably something we need to chase, because it's got health on it, too. Alright, close enough.
If I'm needed, I'm always available. If I'm needed, I'm always available.
Just don't go into health. Of course it would. Of course it would. Why would it not? Why? Why so serious? Yes. Okay, cool.
Always available.
Alright, so we've got that, and we've got that. Where are we at in stats so far? 40% crit chance, still got a ways to go. Okay. So now we're needing defense pieces. Defense. Crit chance, attack, effectiveness, speed. Evasion, crit chance, accuracy. Attack, speed. Evasion, resilience. Health, accuracy. Speed, effectiveness. Crit chance, attack, effectiveness, speed. Effectiveness, defense, attack. Effectiveness, crit chance, evasion. Crit damage, speed. Accuracy. Maybe. Speed, crit chance. Try this one first. Okay. Don't do this to me. Okay. Don't you do this shit. All the things you could have hit. You had to go there. Okay, let's go check out those other boots.
Always available.
One more. Yep, I'm out.
If I'm needed, I'm always available.
Go to 3 on this one. Nope.
If I'm needed, I'm always available.
Alright, currently we're sitting at 49 crit chance with that chest on, though. Yep, you bricked onto every stat that I didn't get.
If I'm needed,
Alright.
I'm always available.
Just as a quick check, do we get the crit damage on this? No, we get resilience. Alright, garbage.
If I'm needed, I'm always available.
Alright, we're just gonna take this one. Okay, so... Necklace, we're gonna look at crit chance and death and see kind of where we at. Higher crit damage, less defense.
If I'm needed, I'm always available.
Okay, that's still 50-50 crit, but we'd leave it at that.
If I'm needed, I'm always available. If I'm needed, I'm always available. If I'm needed, I'm always available.
Okay, that's 2,000 defense. It's not great. I need to put that back on Stella, though, when I'm done. So that gives an extra 10% when they are going off. Speed 101. You are slow as shit.
Knowledge is power.
Okay, grab the weakness gauge.
Knowledge is power.
Grab cooldown
Knowledge is power.
to guarantee that we can do this. And then we have to do cooldown
Knowledge
on
is power.
this.
Knowledge is power.
Alright, so that gets us actually the kit functioning. Let's grab weakness
Knowledge
reduction
is
right
power.
there. Obviously, we'll have to go deeper and harder into her. Do I have a bunch of junk swords I can just throw away?
If I need it, I'm always available.
2,200. Okay. I'm not gonna do that because it's not worth the penance of crit chance we're gonna get because it only goes up. What? Heals on hit. Accuracy heals on hit. Heals on hit. Yeah, we're only gonna gain 5 more crit chance. It's not.
If I need it,
I'm not
I'm
wasting
always
shit
available.
for that. Defense, defense, immunity, immunity. I mean, it's something she's built, but she's there. We'll throw. Let's just go to it, set it up, and I think we're pretty much there. Manage preset, manage gear. Let's grab Luna's gear. And go here to Veronica.
So, what can I do you for?
Change gear presets. We'll put on Luna's because that's pretty tanky gear.
So, what can I do you for?
And now the issue comes into Laplace.
Yes. How can I help you?
Honestly, I'm just gonna say fuck it. We're gonna throw Air's gear on it and pray it works. And then let's grab Eternal Sword and Ame's neck. All right. Close the frick enough.
I stabilize the mana even more. I stabilize the mana even more.
Okay, so now I've got the cooldowns, so at least they'll cycle their skills properly. Damage is probably going to be a little sus, but, you know, if I can get this through, great, cool. I can skip ticket this and not give a shit. Alright, and then just make sure you've got your gear on, and let's go. Hello there, how's it going?
Attention, everyone. Class is about to begin.
Firing my shot. Don't let your guard down.
As long as we live, we shall not give in to despair. Take this! Endurance cannon!
Deconstructing to nanoscale.
All the waters of the world empower me. Ground through punishment!
Unexpected variable. Requesting fire support. Coordinates locked. Open fire.
Eliminating enemies. There's no opening.
It's been a while since I got a good workout.
Don't let your guard down. Drown in midair. Eliminating enemies. Don't let your guard down.
How about this? Victoria!
How about this?
Battle analytics recalibrated.
Eliminating enemies. Don't let your guard down. Royal! I'm glad.
Regulating variables.
Not even close!
You failed. Go to the remedial class. Your enemy. Don't let your guard down.
As long as we live, we
I remember
shall
seeing
not
people used to
give in
cleave with
despair.
this skill. It was always funny when it happened in arena, and you'd be like, wait, what the shit? Look at all that damage! And you're like, oh god, they went full
Become the
degen.
iron mace that smashes my enemies. Grand move punishment.
Correcting miscalculations.
Time, lend me your continuum. Now, I will protect them.
It's been a while since I got a good workout.
Ha! There's no opening.
Just try to take it. Fire away!
How about this? I have prepared. Sink into the ocean.
Activating orbital bombardment process. Enemy evaluation complete.
Fire. Eliminating enemies. There's no opening. That's simple.
Regulating variables.
Stand up and fight!
Punishment for the troublemakers? Silent self-reflection.
I'll recover a sample.
Your enemy. There's no opening. Water.
Correcting miscalculations.
Cool. 10's beat.
Woo. Excellent fighting. I quite enjoyed that.
Now, let's see if they can even beat the 11. Just out of curiosity, can this beat the 11, or do I actually have to go tune them better? And this will be it for today. I gotta get going. I gotta go get that video exported.
Your enemy is here!
Eliminating enemies. Don't let your guard down.
Let's end this with a victorious barrage! Endurance cannon, fire!
I'll recover a sample.
Mighty waves become the iron mace that smashes my enemies. Grand move punishment.
Unexpected variable. Requesting fire support.
All we need is just good crits all the way through, and I think we've got it.
Firing my shot. There's no opening.
Face me with honor!
There's no opening. In this moment, time bends to my will. No one dares to harm my master. Sink into the ocean.
Battle analytics recalibrated.
Just try to take it. Fire away!
How about this? Firing my shot. Don't let your guard down. I'm glad.
Removing the variable.
Stand up and fight!
Punishment for the troublemakers? Silent self-reflection.
It's been a while since I got a good workout.
I'm not sure if we're beating this. Depends on how much damage they do in the break.
Firing my shot. There's no opening. Attack our enemies.
Okay, we're at 28 with 15 turns. They've got to really make up for it here.
Don't let your guard down.
As long as we live, we shall not give in to despair. Take this! Endurance cannon!
I'll recover a sample. All the waters of the world empower me. Grand blue punishment. Unexpected variable. Requesting fire support. Coordinates locked. Open fire. In this moment, time bends to my will. No one dares to harm my master.
It's been a while since I got a good workout. Ha!
There's no opening. It comes for you. Drown in midair.
Okay, so we don't get the 3-star. She died. And they're all dead. Yeah, we can't get this one. Okay, cool. I'll actually have to really build them. That works for me. As long as I can skip ticketed at 10, I don't really give a shit. Because I just want to get the rewards from it. So level me, please. I just need to do this 9 more times for today. Sweep. Alrighty. So that we can work on clearing this, because this is going to actually give her gear, which I will go through and level once we get this done, because it's got everything for her, which actually that thumping knuckle dusters is interesting for her. So yeah, we'll go through and level this up once we get this state. Once we get this all done, we'll probably do this maybe tomorrow. Go through and do the other 20. I'm gonna leave this running in the background to do this and start working on these stages and get this rolling through again. Main grind. Noah. Stella. Ava. Scotty. All right, we've got that. And then Stella needs...
Lower your gaze when you speak to me.
Was Stella the one that required, like, everything? Proportional to max health. Okay, so she's HP. Got it. Alright. Heroes. I think I can actually build this Stella now.
Lower your gaze when you speak to me.
sledgehammer. That's actually a really good sledgehammer, regardless. Like, in terms of, like, overall EHP... like, that could be usable.
Lower your gaze when you speak to me.
But, let's see here. For her, we're just gonna run a... HP percent sword. Crit chance, crit damage, evasion. Sick. That's actually kind of cool. All right, I'll go ahead and send 3 junk swords into this. And I'll use one of these. All right, enhance. Like I said, that EHP is actually pretty good, so it's worth running. Can you see my Eternal build? Yeah, give me just a second. I'll go pull it up.
Lower your gaze when
Eternal needs to have
I'm not
Eternals.
accepting requests for
Change
curse.
gear, equip, Eternal, equip.
I'm not accepting requests for curses.
That's my stats of my Eternal. And that's the gear of my Eternal. I don't even have the lower level gear leveled up because she's a debuffer, and I didn't feel like wasting hammers on this because it's like it's decent, but it's not like amazing. And I feel like I can replace this stuff pretty quick if I can just get farming on it a little bit more consistently. But there she is. Alright, I need to get going, so let me just try to get this done as fast as possible. Alright, so... next up, we're going to be looking for set effects, counterattack, and we're going to be looking for secondary stats of crit chance, crit damage, defense, or HP percent, and speed. Crit damage, effectiveness, speed, crit damage, defense, evasion, defense, crit damage, accuracy, crit damage, health, flats, garbage, crit chance, defense, crit chance, speed. Alright, let's see what you've got. Crit damage and attack. I'm still gonna level this. That's not a bad counter helmet. Set, counterattack, secondary stats, crit damage, speed, crit chance, HP. And let's go through a couple more. Crit chance, defense, health, defense, crit chance. Let's go ahead and check that. Health, attack. No, it's the other one.
lower your gaze when you
Alright,
speak to
counterattack, apply, go grab that one. Alright. Next up, we're going to do the same thing here. Counterattack, set, primary stats, defense, crit chance, HP, speed, whatever's on those, go. Speed, crit damage, attack, accuracy, health, crit chance, damage. I mean, that's a lot of crit damage with some health. We might end up coming back to that. No. Crit chance, health. So you're telling me there's a chance. Just don't roll all effectiveness. Okay, it's something.
Your gaze when you speak to me.
Counterattack, subs, crit damage, crit chance attack, speed. Alright, so it has to be this one for now. Okay, gloves, counterattack, subs, crit damage, crit chance, it's HP, speed. No. I mean, that's nice, that's bulk if I had the crit chance. Of course, you've got the crit chance one there, damage, evasion, attack. Crit chance, crit damage, evasion, HP, crit chance, accuracy. Health, crit damage, attack, equip, resilience, crit chance, evasion, health, speed, crit chance, effectiveness. I'm just gonna say default to that, and then effectiveness, counterattack, boots, no. There's really no crit chance boots. Oh my god. What's that effect for Luna? Counter. I assume you're talking normal Luna or you're talking demi Luna. Honestly, I'm going to bring him over here just because I need it and I'm not going to be running it. Alright. So where are we at on stats? 58 here. Defense, HP. Hello there. She is doing terrible. How's it going?
A lot of writing and reading.
Oh, fair.
And YouTube is back at creating bullshit again.
Oh, really?
Yep. I woke up this morning and watching a video with a AI dubbed in Portuguese.
Oh, wow. What set effect for best defender for now? Best defenders, I mean, there's several different defenders. Normal Luna's great, Hilda's great, Veronica's great. But as far as, like, Demi Luna as a mage, I'd be sending full crit damage set with, damage stats on her is what I'd be chasing for her. Make her hit as absolutely fucking hard as possible.
Lower your gaze when you speak to me.
The one thing I would want a higher damaging stat would be the carrying of the sea.
Alright, crit chance, health, defense, attack, equip. I bet you that was her necklace originally. Yep.
So, have you seen the news of Infinity Castle?
No.
With the expected release in China, it is. We are waiting to see if it reaches 1 billion. Stop grossing in money. And if it does, it have a chance to pass Lilo and Stitch as the highest animation has ever gone with money.
That's freaking awesome. Equip. Does that change anything here? Actually, how high overcapped am I? We have 100 minus, what is it? 43.2. 56.8. I'm only 2% overcapped. Okay, it's not that big a deal. All right. Let me just enhance all of her gear up and just say screw it. That's pretty cool though. Finny Castle can pull that off.
Lower your gaze when...
I can't believe if it goes like that, just with the quickest fight of this set. Of part one is just the quickest fight that of the of this arc battle.
Okay.
Lower your gaze when
We're gonna have the two longest ones in the next one, and the third one as the whole movie just one fight.
Oh jeez.
So
Demi Stella gets more out of attack. That's also not really quite true. You have to balance both. By throwing straight into raw attack, you want a kind of a mix of both. You want to be able to have the attack stat, and you want to mix both, where you have some attack and some health. Going just raw health or raw attack never outperformed what the mix of the two went. That's always been the weird sauce for her, is a bit of both is good than both. Plus, she's not, like, optimal, so I'm not, like, really worrying too deep about her. I'm just trying to get her built so I can throw her into Auto Tower. Because I de-geared mine last time. I think the last one I had, I think the last one I had like 3,200 and 14,000 health with a little bit more crit damage, but I took some of the good pieces and they're on other characters now. There's that. There's that. Oh wait, I was running Scotty. I didn't have to give her 50 or 100% crit. I can give her extra stats. Hold on. I might be able to do something stupid here. HP percent, attack percent. Let's see what we got. Attack percent, attack effectiveness, defense, health, defense spade. I mean, I want her 100% eventually, but there's a chance. Come on. I'm not even gonna beat. Let's see here. Heals on hit. Actually, I can just do this probably from like evasion. Accuracy, heals on hits, and heals on hit. Do 25, 5, 1.
Lower your gaze when you speak to me.
Okay. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Alright. Select team. Y'all are all geared. 63 auto and interval. I just did the exact thing you told me not to do. A 6-star D Luna, but it only cost me $22. All my free-to-play currency. Only finished chapter 1. Also got the December Inner Unit 4-star and 7 multis. I think my account is a W. Unfortunately, Jihad Muhammad, no, that's not really. I wouldn't say that's. I wouldn't call that a W. I'd call that potentially under some duress. But it will. You have Luna over and done with. You won't have to look at that again. However, you now have no currency left. There's 4, potentially 5 limited units coming over the next 3 months. You're not gonna have access to earn enough to do any of those if they are better. I'm literally about to drop a video here in a couple hours that's literally going to be telling y'all to stop trying to 6-star this shit. If you're free to play, light spender, and I mean light spender, spending like less than, you know, $25, $50 a month, don't do it. Now, obviously you spent 22. I'd call that still light spender. Not worrying about that. But like, if you're not going to be deep whaling all these units, this is not something you want to be doing at any point in time. We're going to hopefully explain this in a way that gets people to understand. To not really go super deep in pulling dupes. They're not what you need in the progression of an account. It's exactly what not to do. But the thing is, in the end, you're happy. You got a 6-star Luna. Cool. You got a great PvP unit out of it. You've also got another PvP unit, which is cool. You know, those are both great PvP units, but what else could you have gotten for that same investment as well? That's kind of what you want to look at. But yeah, but you also need the full team comp to not get smashed in Arena as well, which is the other part of the thing. Without a team comp to counteract all the other stuff, just because you have the damage doesn't mean you have the gear or the other thing. But it's part of the puzzle that you need to start with. And that's what's gonna gimp the earlier account progression, is because getting the in-game PvP shit is cool, but getting to the end game of PvP is the other step. And that's what we're trying to really, like, even with gear. Yeah. And that's the unfortunate part, is you gotta have all the other things, too. But, it's time for me to get going. Like I said, I need to go get the, I need to go get that video, exported out. It's 58 minutes, so that's gonna be about a 28 minute render. Our videos normally take about 35-40 minutes to upload, processed within an hour, so it should be out before around lunchtime, or a little after lunchtime my time. And then I have to get some other shit done. So, yeah. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out. I appreciate it. Tonight, I don't actually know what I'll do tonight, if I'll end up playing some Battlefield tonight, or if I'll go do Weathering Waves shit. I need to keep grinding out currency on that in a more detail than I have been doing. So we might do that, or we might do one more night of Battlefield. I do have to do Battlefield 2 more times this week, for sure, because I want to beat the story so that I can talk about it on the podcast this Thursday, so I need to have some time to do that, so we might do a little story tonight. If we do that, we might do it tonight and Wednesday night, and maybe do Weathering Waves on Tuesday and Thursday, because I don't have much time Thursday after dinner to do anything before the podcast. So that might be the ultimate setup, is we do Battlefield tonight, Weathering Waves tomorrow, Battlefield the next night, Weathering Waves the next night to min-max the... Yeah, speed set for Scotty. She's literally using my Valentine's gear. I didn't even bother trying to build it. So, hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see y'all later.
It's time to end.